Hello guys, Charles here, and today I'm really excited to announce the launch of my theory book for guitar students and teachers. Now I am no salesman at all, I just want to take a moment to explain to you who this new book is for and tell you a little bit about it. So I've written this book in collaboration with my older brother Laurence, who's a great guy. Both Laurence and I were very lucky to have a very musical upbringing, and we were very lucky to go to some very fancy music schools. By the time I was 16, I think I had my grade 8 music theory as well as a diploma in music theory from Trinity College London, and then I went on to do my undergrad degree primarily in music theory as well. And Laurence studied at the Royal Northern College of Music as well as going to the Purcell School and later the London Institute of Contemporary Music. So we've really kind of been around the block. We've spent some time at some of these fantastic institutions. However, we both found there was this void between this strong technical ability on the guitar and this strong theory knowledge, and the two weren't necessarily combining, and you would assume that theory would really take your playing to the next level. We didn't really feel that was happening. So the goal of this book was to explain the theory in a way which is less pen and paper and more mental. Obviously in improvised music, we're not often reading music, we're often trying to keep it all going on in here, and that was really a strong focus when I was trying to come up with these exercises for this book. So the book works through 16 objectives. Each one is designed to feel patronisingly easy. If you get to one and it feels tough, then you know that something from the previous objectives hasn't been fully internalised, so you know exactly where to focus. The topics range everything from basic score reading and learning your note names through to jazz chords and knowing which scale to apply over which chords in a chart, for example. So I really feel this book's going to help a lot of guitarists out, in particular if you're someone who feels your playing is at a higher standard than your knowledge. This is quite common on the guitar because we've got tab and diagrams. There's ways of kind of playing without using the musical language that all other musicians have to learn. So if you feel that's you, this should really help fill in those gaps. A lot of the lessons I do on Skype and Zoom are helping people out with these topics, and it's very often just one or two pieces that's missing that really kind of makes something click for them. So if that's you, I really feel this will help you out. Now also, if you're someone who's maybe considering taking lessons or about to head off to music college, I've had quite a few of my musical friends look over this book, and a couple of them are Berklee graduates. One of them said that he wishes he'd had the book before he went to Berklee because he would have tested out of quite a few of the earlier credits where you're learning the fundamental music theories. And obviously that would have saved him a lot of money. So if you are about to embark on some rather expensive music education, perhaps consider looking through this book first. It's priced at well under the cost of a single lesson with me or Laurence, and hopefully it'll save you that money in the long run. And finally, if you're a teacher, I really think you'll find this a very valuable book to work through with your students or to get them to buy their own copy. Laurence and I have both been teaching for over a decade, so we've got over 20 years of teaching experience, and pretty much these are the ways that we've found through trial and error really get the point across to students. I hope I've presented them in a fashion that makes sense to the student, but even more beneficial if they've got a teacher there working through it with them, of course. So hopefully it'll give you something to work on with your students, as we've been doing for the last 10 years. So if you've got any questions about the book, let me know down below. I'll leave the link in the description box where you can go and check it out. So a big thank you to everyone who's helped us and looked over this book. It really means a lot. And as is always my goal here on the channel, I try my best to produce content which I wish I'd had access to along my own musical journey, and I really hope that this book's going to bring a bit of value to the guitar community. So thanks a lot for checking it out, and we'll be back to our usual videos in future. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.
Roll up, let me embed a story you'll never forget. A drip, drip, but drowning in debt now. You can't buy your way out, and I heard you find it difficult to cope well. Here by this bottle full of